Hello guys! Today I'm gonna show you how to create photorealistic textures for any MetaHuman. And firstly, let's check the comparation. First steps we need to do in Unreal Engine, and we create static mesh from our MetaHuman face skeletal mesh. We find our face in content browser, open it, and here we have option for creating static mesh. Choose right folder in our content browser. I name it tutorial for this tutorial and name it wherever you want. Let's check it. We have mess in UV, but we correct it later. And we can check our channel for UV. This is 2 channels. Let's export our asset. Asset action export. We need to export in an OBJ format. Okay. We can close it for now. And then we need to find our face textures. You can find it in material from our face. We have face cover main, face cover CM1, 2 and 3. We need to export it. Main texture is main, and scene 1, 2, 3 it's stress maps, but we need it later. And go to Blender. Let's import our face mesh. It's huge and it's higher than we need. Go to UV editing and we can see that is wrong UV, and we need to create the right, correct, clean UV. It's pretty simple. Go to edit mode, select our face and then invert selection and delete it. We delete eyes, tongue, mouse and other trash that we don't need it for now. And we have correct UV. Okay, let's save our face mesh with right UV in OBJ format. But it would be another face mesh because with that head we have some troubles in wrap. But I show you it later. Go to wrap. It's a great soft for work with heads, and there is a preset for Texturing.XYZ. We can choose it and we have all we need to transfer correct texture to our face. This is for Texturing.XYZ mesh, and your character, we need to choose our 3D model. But for Texturing.XYZ map, we're choosing our texture that we bought on the Texturing.XYZ website. Then we choose our head, of course. We need to correct translation. And we have here Texturing.XYZ mesh and our head mesh. We can see the UV, it's second channel that I showed you before, but this is wrong UV because it contains other parts. For now we need to select point pairs on Texturing.XYZ mesh and our head mesh. It takes some time. For first we need to select the eyes. It helps a lot to create correct mesh from Texturing.XYZ mesh that looks like our head mesh from our MetaHuman. Select some points for the nose. We need to be accurate. Of course, face wrapping works without that, but with point pairs we can get the better result. And points for the mouse. We have slightly opened mouse, but it won't be a problem. And the ears. We select points to correct our shape. Selecting points for our brows and forehead. And the other ear for now. I have some incorrect geometry, but it's not a problem. Oh, I need just done shooting the left here in my cinematic. I think this would be enough. And let's go to the wrapping. Click on the button and we compute our head. And what happened here, Texturing.XYZ mesh just getting the shape of our head, and XYZ texture gets our UV, and we can see it. The texture looks like MetaHuman texture, but we need the correct UV that fill the UV zone, and we get our MetaHuman texture. Let's save it. In TIFF format. Yes, I said it before. We need that geometry with right UV for the full size texture. Button compute current frame is saving our texture in the R path. And let's go to the Photoshop. We need to correct some broken parts. Select healing brush tool. It will be enough for this experiment. We're selecting our incorrect parts of texture and trying to fill it with some correct parts from our texture. It will take some time. You just need trying for the good looking texture. Let's repair our ear. It's pretty simple. Mouse always will be a mess, but we have correct texture on our lips, and that will be enough. This part is in our mouse, and we don't see it if we don't want to shoot our mouse closely. Here it's almost done. We don't need to repair this part. And let's add our original MetaHuman texture for some parts. And we can select it and copy paste to our new texture. And let's export in our working resolution. It's 2048 by width and height, and name it head_main_XYZ main. Close Photoshop and go into Stable Diffusion. Stable Diffusion can help generate some variants for us, because original texture can be bought by any customers, and many heads can look like any other heads with one texture. But we create the variant from this texture that could look another way, but similar to the original texture. Let's fill this. We type male head texture, realistic, hyperrealism, realistic skin for the prompt, and for the negative prompt we type opened eyes and closed eyes. And if we generate with 0.7 denoising strength, we get some crazy stuff. We need to check that our denoising strength is 0.3 and click on generate. And that way we can get the many variants that we want. Let's save that variant, it's okay for me. You can see I experiment with the textures before. We have some troubles with nose, but we can fix it in Photoshop and take nose trills from the original texture and copy paste it to our new texture from Stable Diffusion. Let's do this. Let's erase this part. We can combine our new texture with original texture any way we want. To get in some variants and other results for experiments. and you can see the comparison of our textures. Export it. I add into the name albedo as for Stable Diffusion in V1 for version 1 or variant 1, how you like it. Now we need to generate normal map. We go to Filter, 3D, and generate normal map. Blur to 0, and we have our normal map. Export it. And then we need to create stress maps from our new texture. You can see what is stress map about. It's for some facial expression. We add in texture, main and with stress map. We get in the difference, and we can combine that difference with our new texture. Let's choose difference, and we get some stress parts on our texture, and this is the first stress map, and we need to generate normal map from any stress maps, of course. Now let's save it. And then we generate normal map. We need to repeat it with any other stress map. Then we create other stress map with this facial expression. We get the difference and adding that difference to our base new texture. Saving it. Merge visible and creating from this texture normal map. Saving this normal map. And we need to create one last stress map for our face. This is CM3. All steps that were done before, getting the difference, adding main texture, and combine the difference with texture. Saving it. And generate normal map for the last time. Save a normal map, and then we're back to Unreal Engine. We need to import all our textures and normal maps to Unreal Engine. Just choosing it and adding to content browser, saving it, and then we open our material and change base textures and normal maps to the new ones. It's just simple with that click. Also, you can change normal map strengths and roughness of your face to getting better results for your needs. I have 0.7 normal intensity for that face, and you can see how realistic our MetaHuman looks with these textures that we bought on Texturing.XYZ website and wrapping to our head. Thank you for watching. I hope that my tutorial can boost your work with MetaHuman to the new levels and you create photorealistic people in Unreal Engine with that simple way. You can subscribe to my Patreon, my Boosty, all links you can find in the comment below. Let's go and check my other cinematic videos that you can find on my YouTube channel. And I see you in the next videos.